I had sex in a mall elevator after watching a late night movie.
This video is sponsored by Ground News. The political space of America is a polarizing minefield where people treat their feelings as facts. Algorithms dictate what we are shown when it comes to our news searches, often reinforcing our own biases. And as you know, Twitter lives on confirmation bias. Which is why I'm happy to have this video sponsor. Ground News is an app and a website that gathers related articles from across the world in one place and shows context about the publication's political leanings, as well as who owns the sites in the first place, something that I never put much thought into till now. A perfect example of this is the presidential debate. You can see articles from both sides of the political spectrum. Hell, you can even see the factuality levels. When you click a link to check an article, more often than not, it's on a pay site. It's important to think critically about the information we are consuming, especially in this day and age. Ground News gives you a global perspective, and it even makes you aware of news stories that may have flown completely under the radar in the blind spot tab. If you're someone into politics that wants a broader view of what's going on, maybe it's time you check out Ground News. Check them out at ground.news/itsagun and use my link to save 40% on the same Vantage plan I use for unlimited access to all their features. Discovery was once educational in the long ago, when men wore piano key neckties and dinosaurs roamed the earth. It now mirrors our broken culture and posts absolute brain rot in the never-ending quest to sell streaming services subscriptions. Milf Manner was a show that cannot be explained, only experienced. The premise is horny old women go to an Airbnb in La Paz, Mexico, and try to bone young guys as fast as humanly possible.
I win!
Yeah! Oh!
Finally won!
The young dudes on the show are there for easy ass and no class women, and a bit of online clout, so their social medias can pop off. The bitches gotta know they have Riz. Don't get me wrong, I don't care if an old person bones a young person. Madonna's been sucking the blood out of 25-year-old men just as long as Leonardo DiCaprio has, except it was with young women. But does it need to be a TV show? Well, apparently the answer is a resounding yes. Episode 1 gives you the backstory on all the women. Discovery does them no favors and lights them head on, very poorly, so you can see every facial imperfection and line in their face, like a New York road. Some of these women look rougher than the economy, with a personality that screams sociopathic narcissist. April J goes to her plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills and says, "Give me the Joan Rivers, please." Women with money either learn to age gracefully, or they get so much facial work done they start to look like an Alpha Natiba from Stellar Blade. The worst part of all of this is the Crypt Keeper thinks she's sexy as
because I'm very young, even though I'm
Oh yeah, you're like 25 years old, aren't you? No.
There's one woman called Disco Mommy who uses more filters than YouTube's algorithm when checking my channel for violations. I'm serious, she's seen more pipe than the Keystone Pipeline.
I have 6 amazing kids, 3 girls and 3 boys, and I feel like I've been judged by having multiple kids from not having the same dad. In fact, that's the #1 question people ask me, like, if from the same guy? I'm like, no, why would I have 6 kids from the same guy? Hello?
That's why the lady is a tramp.
Why would I have 6 kids from the same guy? Hello? Yeah, that's not a red flag at all, am I right? God forbid all of your kids are 100% blood related. She must have been rolling in 6 child support checks. But I guess I need to look at this from the lens of a bimbo who takes heavily filtered photos and posts them on Instagram for her serotonin hit. Or is it dopamine? It really doesn't matter.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic.
I also noticed on season 1 and season 2, that maybe I'll look at later, they always have one mother on the show who had a child that died from some sort of odd circumstances. And the mothers always talk about how the kid is in heaven, hoping that their mother gets her back blown out by a hot young stud.
My daughter was huge in my life about dating. She'd be the first person I would talk to. The first person I would ask. I mean, look, it's like love is in the air here. I am doing this for Ashley in a lot of ways, because I think she wants me to be happy. I know she would want me to be in love. Like, hey, that's the hope. Could I fall in love? Could I get married?
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
She wants me to be happy and in love. Yeah, sure, lady. A 25-year-old dude with rock-hard abs, addicted to social media, is dying to marry a total mom bod and commit to her for the rest of her life. This is what the kids on TikTok call Delulu. Stephanie is an interesting case of thinking God has a plan for her to find a man that wants to commit to her as well.
Help me, Jesus.
Because men around her age are playing the field. Honey, if you think an older man is playing the field, wait till you see the Instagram dating scene. Zoomers treat commitment worse than getting an STD.
Do you consider yourself a skater?
You know what?
And you think they're gonna stick with you. The men on the show reflect a generation. Flighty, annoying, vapid, interested in experiences in social media, but frankly, experiences aren't gonna pay your bills when you're 60 years old and you can't retire because you were too busy being a beach boy. It's dudes with chick energy. But then again, it's the soft boy era on TikTok, drizzle, until World War III pops off and we're all in the meat grinder to protect trans kids.
Stop him!
Joey is the Dollar General's Dennis Reynolds.
This is a duct tape, zip ties, and gloves. I have to have my tools.
This dude has discovered levels of thirst only Chris Chan can understand. Then again, his mother is Disco Mommy. So the apple doesn't fall far from the horny tree, I guess. Gabriel is Tommy Lee with Down syndrome. If you ever wonder what the Motley Crue drummer would have been like if he didn't have talent for drumming, and apparently boning Playboy models, this guy is it. He is just living cringe.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy is the only dude on this show I remember because he got pink eye from eating ass.
Yeah! We all do it! We all do it!
That's right. While eating the booty like groceries, I guess the chick ripped one right in his eyeball. And it didn't go well. Frankly, that shit is iconic. I find myself referencing that more than I legally should be able to do.
Oh, hello,
It's like normal pink.
What?
Not the pink eye part.
20.
No, I'm gonna be 21.
Oh, you're the baby.
And you gonna be 22, right?
I'm gonna be
You
22.
said you were his favorite.
Beautiful ring, by the way.
Thank you.
It kind of reminds me of your face.
How do we...
D-E-N-N-I-S. The dentist system.
This guy has negative riz. But these old crones are so thirsty, he can say anything, and they'll lap it up like hungry street cats, looking for a bit of cream, if you catch my drift. The halfway point of episode 1, or it could be 2, I don't know, I've lost track of time and a few brain cells while watching it. We watched the mothers feel up the sons in a moment of television debauchery that will live in infamy. This scene collectively made everyone who witnessed it uncomfortable, except for the thirsty moms, oiling up those hot young dudes. After all the body rubbing, Disco Mommy gives a rousing speech about loving younger men.
I think that's where society is totally messed up because I attract a lot of younger men because I have a younger
Spirit.
It was like hearing Winston Churchill's speech before the launch of D-Day. It was nothing short of inspiring. She was ready to slap skins.
This is your dad.
Till her son put the kill on humping a dude she's known for probably 6 hours at best. Now we understand why she's got 5 or 6 kids by different guys.
Oh my God. You gotta be joking.
Just chilling.
Bye, Joey.
Frankly, after watching 1.5 episodes, I could tell that my IQ was getting lower by the second. I suddenly had a love for Ozzy Osbourne and wanted to sell magic wands on Etsy, reasonably priced at either $420 or $666. If you want me to continue down this path of brain rot, give the video a like, share, and maybe a subscribe. If you don't, I'm sure as hell not watching the rest of this series. God have mercy. Discovery should be ashamed, but I guess they kind of were, because after season 1, they moved away from moms fighting to birth sons. Oh my god, I didn't even think I could say that on YouTube, dude. To just regular older women looking to bone younger dudes, and then the fathers get in the mix, and it's just like, whoever came up with this show is probably a piece of garbage.